Hello YouTube, welcome back to BreakIN. I'm Damien Torres and this is episode 26. First things first, here are some updates. So last time I did a video I mentioned how my deadline for the Hobbit set was nearing. And while that set's all finished up, it's wrapped up, sent out, they got it. Now I just got to send an invoice. But I'm happy to be done with it. And this time around I tried experimenting with watercolor and a couple different other mediums, with some successes and some pieces I wasn't too happy with. But learning experience all around, nonetheless. Again, feels good to be done. Well, the second I can post them online, I will. As it is right now, with the majority of these kind of things, you can't just post them immediately. So until I get approval, gonna have to wait on those. Currently, I'm not signed on to any more future sets. It gives me some breathing room for other things. I still have some more commissions to go. One of them is going to be, I think I mentioned the last time, one of them is going to be like a painting. The other one's going to be a full process piece. And I got a couple other ones that's just like pencils or inks. And possibly a couple more lined up. So I'm trying to get through these as fast as I can. And for anybody who's watching who I might have a commission for, if you're still waiting, I'm sorry. I'll get to it as soon as possible. I'm also working on a pitch with a friend now. He wrote a really, really good script, and it's set for publishers like Boom and Image and other independent publishers. It's a really fun script. It's a mix of like different periods and settings, classic meets modern superhero type of storytelling. And so aside from everything else I'm going to be working on, the next couple of weeks is going to be character designs and turnarounds and roughs and layouts and things like that all over again. And it should be fun. I'm still maintaining daily sketches. One of my friends actually just got me a new sketchbook, so the second I finish up my current one, I'll be cracking in that one. And I think that'll be like 3, maybe 4 sketchbooks I will have completed this summer. So again, I'm continuing to work every day, trying to maintain that schedule. Lately I haven't been able to do as much because of other things I'm doing, and as the other guys have mentioned in their videos, life does get in the way, and sometimes you got to set your priorities in check. Majority of the reason I haven't been putting full time into these sketches though is because like I mentioned a couple weeks ago, I want to get back to doing more narrative pages for samples to send out to publishers and things like that. I just wrapped up one earlier in the week. I have layouts and thumbnails set up for the next few pages, so I'm going to get to that this weekend. And it feels really good to get back to narrative work. Like I said last time, it's like an itch you just got to scratch, and I'm having a lot of fun. There's some different things I haven't really focused on in previous pages I've done that is in the script I'm working from, so it's going to be cool to see how I'm able to accomplish and overcome these obstacles. But aside from these drawing goals and plans and such that I want to meet, this past weekend, a good friend of mine who used to be an employee at the Spider's Web, he does like this regular meetup with like a group of people who enjoy comics. And this past weekend, he had this meetup at the Gun Hill Brewing Company, and they were celebrating the release of the Fantastic Four movie that's coming out tomorrow, I believe. And it was cool. I got to, draw sketches for people all day, and Midtown supplied them with blank Fantastic Four sketch covers. So I was working on them all day, and actually I got a few left. The ones that were left behind, my friend Peter gave them to me. So those I'm sure will be used up for commissions. I had a really fun time. I met some really cool people. One of them, in fact, again, as I mentioned in my last video, when I met Mark Teixeira, this person actually grew up with Mark and got into Marvel at the same time he did. Whereas, he was the artist. This person worked in the Marvel bullpen, so she was telling me about like editorial decisions that were done back then and how they would go over the artwork and all the comic books and things like that. So it was a lot of cool insight I received from her. In fact, she knew Michael Kreger. Michael Kreger is an instructor at the Kubert School, and he was in the Marvel bullpen around the 80s and the 90s and around that era. So it was cool to see, something I've noticed a lot in the past few years is just how small the art field and the comic community really is. You never know who you'll bump into who happens to know somebody who works within the industry. So it was a cool time. It was, like I said before, it was really fun. And I'm actually going to be working there again on September 5th. Peter just told me, he's been in contact with people from Valiant Comics, and they sent him a bunch of stuff, like comics and merchandise and whatever else, to host a party, a similar event for September 5th. So I'll be drawing that day as well. And this is an open invite to anybody who's watching who might be in the area. Aries and Lloyd, if you guys want to come down too. Maybe we can even set something for all of us together. I don't know if people from Valiant themselves would be there, but who knows? It'd be cool if we could get some artists down there, or people writing for the books, or editors, or what have you. And then for August 15th, I might be working at the Spider's Web and Dewey's Comics. Dewey's is celebrating the 24 years of the shop being open. It's a comic shop in Madison, New Jersey, and they just invited me, so I might be doing that. So I'm trying to figure out a schedule on how to travel to New Jersey and then come back to Yonkers, try and do both shops. The Spider's Web is going to be having a children's event, so we're going to have different artists there doing artwork for kids. So once again, I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to balance both of those, but I'm pretty sure if I time myself right, I'll be able to do so. So before I wrap this up, I just want to give a quick happy birthday shout outs to both Aries and Lloyd. The three of us are fellow Leos. We're all born in the early months of August. So happy birthday, guys. I know Aries is going to be celebrating the entire month, so if you guys happen to see Aries in person, just wish him a happy birthday. I'm sure he'll be happy about that. And once again, as always, if you guys have any questions, comments, whatever, feel free to reach us either here or our social media pages, wherever you can contact us, and we'll definitely get back to you. So tune in next week for Drop In Aries once again. I'm Damien Torres, and take care.